In the jails below ground are the jars, horn-sent experiments in attaining sainthood, filled with shaman kind. For the flesh of shamans was said to meld harmoniously with others, a fact that had dire implications for the god of this age. Or should I say, gods? Miquella appears to have inherited this trait as well, as they have a second self, a being they can exist within or even independently of. In the lands between, death does not hold relief, and so some turn to the sweet oblivion of sleep instead. The object of their faith is Saint Trina, a figure who has inspired clerics to spread her teachings, with sword and arrow imbued with a mist that dulls the senses, bringing peace to all. And as the clerics spread the teachings of Saint Trina, rumors surrounding her origins began to grow. According to witnesses, Saint Trina once looked like a certain young child, like Miquella. Otherwise, not much is known about her. The only certainty is that their appearance was as sudden as their disappearance. Miquella the Kind is divesting himself of many things: his golden flesh, his blinding strength, his fate. All of it will be lost so that he might die for the sins of the past and be reborn. As Miquella once told his followers, long ago there was a seduction and a betrayal here in the realm of shadow. The Hornsent beckoned Marika through their gate of divinity, only for her to later descend upon them, bringing fire and torment. These sins have long been concealed, but now Miquella has breached the veil, and a band of charmed allies follow in his footsteps. They believe he will be their savior, more than a tarnished Lord of the Erdtree ever could be.
Oh, hello there. Are you the Tarnished? Lady Leda spoke of you. Another Tarnished, guided here by Miquella the Kind. My name is Thiollier. I too am Tarnished, and here on kindly Miquella's account. So, well, here's to new beginnings, I suppose. I'm sorry, but well, I'm not much good at anything is all. I'm as weak as a kitten and thick as two planks. I've always been this way, since the very day I was born. I'm afraid the only thing I'm proficient in is poison. Sorry. So, what can I help you with?
It's possible that Thiollier is a member of House Mirai, given his name, his mask, and his affection for poison. What's more, the sons of the Shaded Castle are all sickly born, and Thiollier too acknowledges a frail birth. But when he learned that there were perfuming arts that employ poison, he threw himself into mastering those techniques and made them his own. Now he puts those deadly poisons to use on kindly Miquella's behalf, working together with others who are also under his spell. It says a lot about Miquella's enchantment that everyone here can work together, trafficking even with the forager brood.
Oh, you must mean some more. Some more is a kind and stalwart ally. He provisions our little outfit. Some more traffics with the forager brood, his brethren, who collect supplies from all corners of the land. No doubt they find inspiration in his many virtues. These are not your foes, Tarnished. Should you spot any forager brood, be sure to mind your manners.
Hello there. Together, we work. Together, for Miquella the Kind. Many things we have found.
Sir Moore has a kinship with the Forager brood, one that goes so deep that he also considers Melania to be the mother that abandoned him. It's not clear whether he is a pest or whether he was merely adopted by them. Either way, he is a welcome ally to have.
I like finding things. For you, Lady Leda, her allies, and the Forager brood. Things bring joy to all. Oh, I know. Give this to Thiollier. He asked me to find it. I finally found it. Till we meet again.
This black syrup has not only been gathered, it's been aged by the Forager brood. It's our first clue that their rot does not only defile a thing, it can enhance it as well. Something that Thiollier is sure to appreciate. So we fulfill Moore's request and deliver the jar to him.
Oh, hello there. What can I help you with? Oh? What's this? I have to say, Sir Moore has an awfully sharp eye, doesn't he? It's wonderful. This ebony, as lustrous as the night sky unending. I don't think I could ever thank him enough, but I'll have to think of something. Forgive me. You two deserve your share of the reward. I'll mix up something special. If you find yourself weary of the weight of this life, then just give me the word. Sleep is a balm. An eternal sleep is an elixir. Then take this. This concoction can coax even the oldest of dragons to sleep. For you, it will grant the sweetest slumber for all eternity.
Miquella's charm, and St. Trina's love, for that matter, would have allowed them to navigate the realm of shadow without contest, embracing any that stood in their way. This is a luxury that you, the Tarnished, do not have. Miquella traversed the entire realm of shadow, leaving many shards of his great rune behind as he went. But he only saw fit to seal away one. And this is the seal that breaks when the final piece of himself is divested. That core part of Miquella's identity, his charm, is temporarily lost in the moment his great rune is broken. It's now that the true feelings of his followers are revealed.
Oh, hello. Did you feel it? Miquella the Kind's enchantment appears to have broken. But while my devotion to kindly Miquella remains unchanged, by my troth I am not so sure about the others.
Unlike the others, Leda's fealty to Miquella is not in question, even with the enchantment broken. For Leda is an Oathseeker knight, one who set off on a quest of discovery, hoping to find by herself an oath to serve in perfect lifelong devotion. And she found it, for Miquella required faithful warriors, needle knights who could quell all, ward away all, a sentiment that becomes all the more relevant when the great rune is shattered and Miquella's enchantment fails.
Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. I can wield my sword to cull the undeserving, those unfit to bask in tender Miquella's presence. I should have thought of this earlier. Thiollier. It's true. His devotion to St. Trina is plain to see. I fear his vows to Miquella the Kind are merely secondary. But for this very reason, Thiollier is incapable of betrayal. St. Trina's love for kind Miquella is boundless. She is, after all, his other half. Or perhaps her feelings go beyond even that. Even if she was left behind, I doubt her heart would waver.
What Leda doesn't seem to understand is that it's precisely love that could lead to betrayal. In this, she misses the mark on St. Trina and Thiollier.
Oh, are you not affected? Even with the spell broken, I'm feeling rather lost, haunted by memories of St. Trina, her visage, her sen, the lure of velvety sleep. Would kindly Miquella chasten me for falling for St. Trina, while knowing that she was the discarded half? The problem is, I simply cannot help it. I would sacrifice everything just to gaze upon her one last time.
Just once, Thiollier was granted the sweet repose of velvety sleep, and the remainder of his days would be spent attempting to recapture it. There are some who believed St. Trina could be found within dreams, so perhaps it is for this reason that Thiollier brewed this concoction. But the ebony sleep he created had not the sweetness of nectar, nor the gentleness of rest's embrace.
I don't know what to do. Our mother abandoned her brood. Must we be sad forever? Sad forever. Sad forever and ever. What should we do? You hurt one of the forager brood. This thing cannot be forgiven.
Moore is tough. His armor is made of verdigris, a metal that is made stronger and more supple by rust. It's extremely heavy, but great weight makes for great strength, the strength to protect others.
This thing is a tragedy. You are no friend.
Upon awakening, Miquella's followers are left alone in a dark world, left without Miquella's kindness to soothe their grudges, and without his guidance to show them the way. It's in this moment that we have the opportunity to guide Moore's fate.
I don't feel it. It's broken. Kind Miquella's light is gone. I don't know what to do. Our mother abandoned her brood. She did not love us. We are her children. What should we do? Must we be sad forever?
What other way forward is there than to put it behind you and trust in Miquella, the only god who really does want to make the world a better place?
Maybe that's kindly Miquella's love. Love for all the unloved. Love to banish the pain. Goodbye.
But if Miquella were to throw away his love, what then?
I had something I wish to tell you. I'm heading south. I've recalled something that Sir Moore said. He discovered deep purple water lilies blooming on the southern shore. That must be where St. Trina was left to wither away.
At the southern shore is the Cerulean coast, a shore laden with ghost flame blooms that burn without a sound. It's to here that all death ultimately drifts in the realm of shadow, and enormous stone coffins have washed up upon the shore. Fitting, for many cultures over the ages have sent their dead along the river to pass on, out of sight and out of mind. This helps to explain why Miquella chose this place for what was to come. The nearby cross reveals that first he would abandon his doubt and vacillation, the very things that would have prevented him from abandoning his other half, whose nectar-like blood has fed young shoots of velvet here. This nectar blood leads us to the fissure. Down here are words that still linger. I abandon here, my love. A nearby phantom laments, "Kindly Miquella, I see you've thrown away something you should not have, under any circumstances. How will you salvation offer to those who cannot be saved, when you could not even save your other self?" Here, down is the only way forward, and in that way, we experience the same fall that St. Trina did, leading us to wonder how true Miquella's age of compassion could really be. Stone coffins are entrenched in the abyss. Within these coffins are putrescence, tainted flesh that is coalesced into large, putrid lumps. Ideally, this flesh would have been burned in ghost flame, but here the putrescence has dripped into the abyss, pooling together to form the garden of deep purple. And at the bottom of the fissure, one clump of putrescence imbibed St. Trina's nectar, which granted it eternal rest. So it was that putrescence became her night. Here, Thiollier comes to our aid, as he fights to gaze upon St. Trina once more. Thiollier is little match for the knight, and its cleaver comprised of human bones. Inevitably, the hardest tasks fall to you. Down here, putrescence was all St. Trina had, until we gave Thiollier his selfish wish, reuniting him with Miquella's other half, who Thiollier believed would smile for him and him alone.
Hello. Thank you for your help. Without it, I wouldn't have seen St. Trina again. I'm drifting off in the sea of her poison. Soon, I will hear her voice. Oh, I almost forgot. You mustn't follow my example. St. Trina's poison would plunge you into an eternal slumber. It must be me, and only me. I am gone, adrift in sleep, so that I may hear St. Trina's lost voice. Let me be. I won't be long.
When St. Trina was abandoned, their faint, light purple mists became dark and intoxicating, creating a haze that could inflict an eternal sleep that was not unlike death. But, unlike others, even if we imbibe the nectar of St. Trina, our tarnished cannot die. Permanently, anyway.
Miquella, stop. Don't turn the poor thing into a god. Godhood would be Miquella's prison, a cage divinity is beyond saving. You must kill Miquella. Grant him forgiveness.
Here, we learn a truth that St. Trina was privy to before she was abandoned, a truth that Miquella knew and cast aside nonetheless, all in the name of 1,000 years of compassion.
St. Trina, why won't you share your voice with me? Grant me more of your poison, that I might drift further into sleep. Perhaps then you'll grace me with your voice. Please, leave me alone.
In Thiollier, we see the obsession that St. Trina can inspire, a fervor that leads to jealousy as we desperately attempt to pass on the unbelievable last words of a demigod.
I'll thank you not to lie to me. I am the chosen, not you. Only I can doze off in the sea of St. Trina. Why would you hear her voice when I cannot? If you should utter these cruel untruths to me again, I won't be held responsible for my actions. Please, enough. I cannot believe your cheek, and I will stand for it no longer. I will never forgive you.
Thiollier was weak as a kitten and thick as two planks. He was only ever good at one thing, but it led to a meeting with Saint Trina, and the most important moment of his life. I suppose he can't stand the thought of not being significant to the only one who made him feel special.
St. Trina would never say such things. Never utter these untruths again. I will never forgive you. For your trespass, you will know my poison. Not the finest blade, nor the mightiest armor will spare your life from the poison of Thiollier.
You must kill Miquella.
Why did you mislead me? Such strength, but for what?
You are no friend.
The Miquella prison.
You. I was no good to anyone. Beginning to end. Weak as a kitten, and thick as two planks. I suppose dying in disgrace is fitting, in a way. Tell me, please, assuming you spoke the truth back then, what did St. Trina tell you?
We learned that Miquella abandoned Saint Trina for the sake of embracing everything. But at what cost? What is godhood but a cage? Miquella's fate would be the same as Marika's, a godhood that ends in ruin, as ruin is the only way to escape. But Saint Trina's love for Miquella is boundless, so there is only one option that remains. We must kill Miquella and grant him forgiveness.
You are a wretched, wretched soul. A nightmare come to plague me. Such a thing couldn't possibly be. Could it? St. Trina, please let me hear your voice in my everlasting slumber.
Don't turn the poor thing into a god. stop.
Were you guided here by kindly Miquella? I am Leda. Come now. Touch the withered arm and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and look forward to part 2 of this episode. If you're looking for some extremely talented people to follow on social media, please continue listening, because as with all Elden Ring Prepare to Cry episodes, this video just wouldn't be possible without a ton of collaboration. First and foremost, thanks to MissPap1, who handled the cinematics, the editing, and the overall direction of so much of this episode. I couldn't ask for a better project partner. The art in the beginning animation was done by John Devlin, and it was animated by Xavier Lesieu, both of whom can be found on Instagram. Links in the description. The song that was played during this animation was a custom piece that was commissioned from VIRTKA, who is a legendary artist that we've featured many times on this channel, and they have a ton of Souls-inspired tracks that you should absolutely go and listen to. Oh, and the sound effects in the animation were handled by Arcane Bard, who incidentally also has some great Souls-inspired tracks over on their YouTube. I also want to give special thanks to Theophany, who created this unique take on St. Trina's soundtrack that you heard at the end of the video there. Being able to include a piece of their music in our video was a really big moment for me, because I used to listen to their songs on repeat over and over again years ago, so that was very cool. This song had Laura Intravia on vocals, Bharat Raman on the violin, Rozen for licensing, and Theophany took care of arrangement and production. In this video, VIRTKA did an incredible job creating the dream action scene with more, which had some fantastic shots. Vykeing also provided their assistance here. And for the dream sequences, Fieldhouz elevated them by creating a custom overlay, so thanks to them as well for that. Also, shout out to CleverRaptor for their modding help across the video, but particularly with activating the great rune breaking effect, so that we could depict other characters witnessing this unique event. Please check out Clever's other mods over on the Elden Ring Nexus. Also, Much helped us with capturing action shots for later in this video. Last but not least, thanks to Sebastian Franchini for creating another incredible Prepare to Cry thumbnail. And most importantly, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.